All right, all right. Welcome back to another episode. If you are new to the channel, welcome. My name's Christian Clay. Alongside me is Mr. Josh Willis. How are you, man?
Doing well, man. What's going on?
Are
Happy
you
to be
fresh?
back.
You fresh off some birdies on a golf trip?
I'm still trying to get back in the groove of things, man. I'm struggling right now.
Well, if you all are interested in reaching out to us at any point in time during this video here, just underneath Josh's little lower beard, team at morefla.com. That's the best way to reach us. Today, we're going to be breaking down this beautiful community here which is debatable, Haines City or Lake Alfred? You get addresses
It,
to both of them.
yeah, I thought it was Haines City. Somebody else said it was Lake Hamilton. I have no
Lake
clue. It's kind
Hamilton.
of like
I'm so
it's
sorry.
kind of. I guess it's on the line.
It is on the line. So we're going to break it down. We're going to show you a home tour. We're going to talk about incentives, all the good stuff that you need to know about. While we're on that subject, before we even get a little further here, I said Lake Alfred, Lake Hamilton here. This is where we're located. So slap dab between Tampa and Orlando. And this is what we mean. Here's Haines City. Here's Lake Hamilton. And then here is Scenic Terrace that we're talking about right now. So some of these addresses show Haines City. Some show Lake Hamilton. Where is Lake Hamilton located? This is what's cool. 16 minutes to Legoland. So you have a theme park not too far from you. 16 minutes. That's pretty cool. You're about 45 minutes to Disney. 45 minutes to the Orlando International Airport. And so proximity-wise, you're close to some cool things to do nearby, but, 45 minutes to Disney, that's not too bad.
No, not at all.
So hit us with the facts on this community. Break it down for everybody.
Yeah, so we got a pretty big community going on out here. There's going to be like 700 to 800 homes altogether. Got like 4 or 5 builders. But we're going to be talking about Casa today. So we got 147 homes with them, ranging from 3 to 400K. You got 3 to 5 bed, 2 to 3 bath, range anywhere from 1,400 all the way up to like 29. The HOA CDD out here is going to be about 200 altogether, but you do get a pool, dog park, playground, and it's going to include internet in that. And you're going to have 40 and 50-foot lots in this community.
Cool, man. 50-foot lots would be really, really nice. One thing about Scenic Terrace, I know we're talking about Casa today, but I do feel like that they have a good merge of better quality. I say better quality. I hate to say that, right? But like the better entry level homes out there with your Cosa Frescas and your Taylor Morrison. Taylor Morrison is actually a move up builder, right? And then your Richmond American. So I feel like there's a decent pocket of homes for the area that they're building because you don't really see a lot of that in Haines City.
Yeah, you also got Stanley Martin out here, which you don't see a whole lot of, but they're kind of moving into the area a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I totally agree. One thing I forgot to mention to everybody before we get off the subject of where we're located at. As you can see, this is just a part of, and you're right off Highway 27, by the way, but this is a part of Polk where you still get the beautiful orange groves and the lakes. But right off of Highway 27, let me see, is this Highway 27 right here? Let's
No,
see if
that
we
would
can.
be 17, I believe, right there.
Is that 17? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to show everybody this new brewery that's going in right off of Highway 17. I mean, this place, it looks like it's going to be freaking amazing. There's no advertising on it at all, but every time I drive past, there's like 5 buildings on Lake Hamilton on the lake. And so you'll be a 5-minute drive away from a gorgeous freaking brewery, food hall place, which is really, really cool. Believe it or
Yeah.
not, right? In the middle of the woods.
27's in the background right there, kind of right by that lake.
Yeah, this is where the brewery is going to be. So, I guess while we're in the air on the aerial shot too, let's show everybody that you have a school out here in the community.
Yeah, it's pretty much on the grounds of this community. You're going to have a brand new state-of-the-art K through 8. So for all the parents that dread that early morning or late in the afternoon hour to 2 hour long pickup line, you're not going to need it if you live in this community.
You're exactly right, man. Imagine that. So you hit us with the numbers. We got the location. We know who we're going to be taking a look at as far as builders in this community. What else do we need to talk about before we get into the home tour?
Well, like we said, the school is a big draw out here. A lot of people are, they're always asking about the schools. And I don't know if you drop your kids off at school, but it's dreadful picking kids up from school in this area. I mean, you got to get there like 2 hours earlier. You're going to be waiting like 2 to 3 hours.
Or you
So,
just
so
send
you
them right
have
here,
that.
right?
Yeah, they can walk. You can walk them. You can drive them halfway and let them walk. I mean, the it's endless out here, which
Electric
is going to be a
scooters.
big
That's what I'm
draw.
thinking. Electric scooters. You just get them for Christmas. They'll last 4 years. So high school or elementary school, whatever you need, and you just send them on their way.
Yeah, it can be kind of like your little winter garden area, just a miniature version.
I like that. Hey, I like it a lot. But yeah, no, the school's huge. The affordability you were mentioning that you can get something in the higher 300s out here.
Yeah, with one of these builders out here, you can actually get into the high twos out here, which is going to be another big thing. Plus, you have the Aldi warehouse building that's literally on the other side of the school. That a lot of job opportunities between transportation, clerical. So, I mean, a lot of pros for this community.
Yeah, I agree. I'm excited to see how it grows. Actually get a lot of people that reach out to us about this community. We actually have clients in this community too. So shout out to everybody who's out there living right now. What else do we need to touch on before we hop into this home tour?
Uh, Go ahead and hit them with the incentives. So you're going to have uh, as low as 4.49, which is massive.
Yeah.
15K in closing costs that are going to contribute to you. Plus, with this builder right here, they're offering what's called the Welcome Home Package right now, which is all your appliances plus your blinds. Another big, massive thing. And then also, uh, as far as deposits go with this builder, it's going to be your typical 3.5. It's going to cover your FHA or conventional. It is a little bit negotiable with this builder, not fully, but we do got some strings we can pull with this one. And then cash is going to be your 10%, and investment's actually 2%, which is extremely low.
It's very low, yeah, for an investment property. So pretty much what we're saying is whether you're buying, whether you're investing, whether you're a first-time buyer, whether you're a second home buyer, we can get you hooked up when it comes to deposits. Now, the difference between a deposit and a down payment, that's a whole nother subject, but pretty much what it's going to take for you out of pocket to hold on to the lot or the home that you want. Those are the numbers that he just shouted out at us. And I know you were mentioning, yeah, it's a little negotiable. I would say it really depends on how the sales are going within the community. If the sales are kind of cruising along, we can negotiate those deposits a little bit. If the home sat for a little while and they've expected it to sell already, please believe me, we're going to come in there. We're going to negotiate some low deposits for you guys, along with everything else. If you've been watching our channel, then we're going to push hard for you guys in every aspect. So, okay, we ready to hop into this home tour?
Yeah, man, let's get it.
Scatta. All right, what do we have?
So, as you can see, we got a two-story option going today. It's the Indigo model. This is going to be 2471 on your square footage, and this is going to be the big 5-3. So you get 5 bedrooms with this one and a pretty nice loft, and then three bathrooms.
And what you're going to be looking at, everybody, you probably have seen this builder before. You probably have not. They are on the entry level, meaning they really push towards getting people into homes at low costs. But I was telling you in the beginning of the show that we're seeing a pocket of homes in this particular community with other builders as well, with some of those better tiered entry level builders. What I'm looking at right here is LVP flooring, standard, right? These aren't upgrades. Obviously, entry level builders don't really do upgrades like that for you. Quartz on the countertops, standard. All of the appliances, standard. So in my opinion, in our opinion, this is going to be on the higher tier of entry level.
Yeah, for sure. You're going to get the LVP in all these homes out here, and this area is going to keep you extremely, extremely affordable. I mean, there's not many areas in Polk County that you can get a 5-3, almost 2,500 square foot, and keep it under $400,000.
What's the price, man? Hit us with it, man. You've been holding out. Hit us with the price.
So this one here is going to be starting around 375.
Very, very nice. Okay, cool. Plus, you were saying $15,000 towards incentives. Man, you know what? I feel like we can get you guys more than that. They may be throwing some of that at the interest rate because you said a 4.37?
4.49.
4.49. Okay, cool. So they may be utilizing some of that and then giving you the remainder on the 15. This is another one of those builders. I will tell you, we have negotiated price points. We've negotiated incentives. They are local. When I say local, they're based out of Tampa, Florida. So pushing ideas up the chain is not as hard as doing that with like a Taylor Morrison, like a bigger national builder, right? Where it's harder to get things that these reps aren't able to make decisions on, it's harder to get those pushed through. But yeah, with Casa, it's a lot easier, right? It's like, hey, send it up to your management, and like that, they can get an answer for you. That's what I like.
Yeah, and with this builder here, working with Casa in the past, they also have the preferred list that they're going to give you for like your homeowner's insurance, et cetera. So, I mean, obviously you can shop for that yourself, but they'll also help you shop for that.
Yeah, which is cool. Yeah, and we brought that up before, right? It's not necessarily their lender that they like to use, right? A lot of people know about the incentives, right? Use their lender, you get their incentives. There's a few preferred lenders that Casa has. It's not Casa Mortgage, right? Like DR Horton is DHI Mortgage. Casa Fresca has a few preferred lenders, and like, hey, you can use either of these two or three that we do have. And, if you qualify with any of those, then we'll go ahead and incentivize you, which is pretty cool, in my opinion.
Yeah, you got a lot more flexibility with things like that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You were telling us about the loft, so I'm interested in seeing that upstairs. What are some other benefits to owning new construction? Like, this is actually a good question. Why do we show so much new construction to the audience? Why don't we show resale to them enough, at least?
The the biggest draws to new construction is going to be your incentives that we just went over and warranty.
Yep. Yep.
Warranty is going to be the big one.
Yeah, yeah. So 10-year structural. I remember Casa wasn't doing that at one point in time. When I first ran into Casa and I helped a client with them a few years back, which they're not too old in the industry. They're actually fairly new in the industry. That's when I found out that they only had a 1-year warranty. So everybody does the 10-2-1, but they just picked up a 10-year structural. I think they don't do the 2 years on the electrical, plumbing, and appliances. So they do a 10-1 and they pluck out the 2. But still, to have 10-year structural, those are things that will not come standard on resale. We could probably negotiate something, but the structural warranty is not as prevalent. Another thing that I will mention too, and I don't think enough people talk about this, is insurance. I think the last person we got insurance for on a home that was under 500,000 was like $1,600 for the year. So that was just over $100 a month. Where you hear everybody talking about this insurance crisis, right? All of our clients getting these new construction homes have super low insurance.
Yeah, the insurance is that's huge. You save a ton of money.
And like you were mentioning, right? So 5'3", look at that laundry room upstairs. So 5'3", with the price point 370 something, low insurance, warranties, closing costs paid for. Like all of this is the value that you get in new construction is where it's at. Plus, we know that builders in new construction right now, this is where the inventory is, right? The reason why prices were higher or even high still, depending on how you feel about that, is because there wasn't enough inventory for the amount of people that wanted to buy. So new home builders, I mean, you're talking about how many homes we're going to be in this community? 8 to 700 homes?
At upwards of 700.
That's where the inventory is, right? And so twofold, we can find homes in there, but we can also take advantage of great opportunities. So if things do slow down, you better believe we're going to get the craziest deals out here. And I feel like they've still been continuing to raise their prices in Scenic Terrace, meaning they're selling comfortably. They're not hurting out there.
Yeah, they're moving them well, and once that school gets up and running fully, they're going to move even better.
Yeah.
Right now, I believe that they're still the second home to another school in the area that's kind of doing some renovations. So they haven't went
Yeah.
full throttle with the new school yet, but once
Hmm.
it's up, you can believe this place is going to go.
I'm bullish on this area. I am. It's not number one affordable area for me right now, but what I'm seeing, right, being 15 minutes to Peppa Pig Land, which is Legoland, the same thing, like 2 little theme parks for your kids, being right off of Highway 27, and being kind of behind the traffic, I would say. Like, you haven't even made it into Haines City and Davenport where most of the traffic is, so you can stay away from that stuff if you want to. The new brewery slash food hall that's going to be popping up 5 minutes away, and the elementary school. Plus, and I'm yapping here, folks, but hit the like button if you made it. Plus, the types of homes that are there. right? I feel like you're not surrounded by the most entry level homes. So you're surrounded by a better tiered home inside of your development. So I do like that. I think for the price point, it's awesome. So what else do you have for him, big dog, before we hop off here? What's your thoughts on Casa Fresca, man? Being somebody that has sold quite a bit of new construction homes, like where do you place them? What's your thoughts on Casa?
Casa's probably one of my top two as far as the entry level goes, with just their finishes and everything.
Yeah.
And then that the exteriors just really stand out to me because there's no others that are like them. The colors are going to pop. You can really, like, as soon as you go into a community, you can tell, oh, that's Casa right there.
Another thing, yeah, because so you have those colors, but then you also have the palm trees. So a lot of builders in this tier will not put palm because palm trees, believe it or not, people are
They are
expensive.
expensive.
They are expensive, but it looks good when you're driving through. You're like, this feels a little different. So you have the colors, you have the palm trees. Some people like the colors, some people don't like the colors. But yeah, I would say that they're up there. I think that they're a good value builder for the price point, right? Because you're going to be competing with the most entry levels at this price point. And so to have all of your appliances included, to have a builder that's locally in the area or regionally, they're in Tampa, not too far from here, I think is huge for the value. 100%. I would really like if this particular model had a covered lanai. I know that they have a model with a covered lanai out back, but beggars can't be choosers. 370, 5-bedroom home.
Yeah,
You're
you'll
gonna get a
you'll
slab.
normally get that with your single story, but with the two stories, you rarely see that with Casa or
Yeah,
any of
yeah,
these entry level builders.
yeah. They did one like that, but I don't know how much they sell. Because I think they had to raise the price on it, but who knows? Either way, so whether it's Scenic Terrace, whether it's anywhere in the Orlando, Tampa metro, reach out to us. Also, don't be that person. We've had a few people recently reach out to us that have already been under contract with builders asking for help. And as much as I want to help you, and I love you guys, you got to reach out before you talk to the builder because once you're under contract, there's nothing that we can do about that. There's absolutely zero. And even if you go to the builder by yourself, you shouldn't sign if you don't like the terms, people. Don't do that. Don't sign. If you don't like the numbers, don't sign. Take a breath. Sleep on it. Okay? So that's for my people that want to go straight to the builder without us. But if you go with us before you sign anything, before you talk to them, honestly, you should be reaching out. We've never, ever charged a buyer of ours. We've always made the builder pay us, and it hasn't done anything to the price. Kept the price the same. What else you have for them before we hop off?
Should just copyright it, man. Call us
Copyright it?
first,
Copy
no matter
paste?
what. Call us first, no matter what.
Call us first or email us, team@morefla.com. Just flashed on the screen. Okay, cool. So if you made it this far, do us a favor, hit the like button. What are some other communities that you all want to take a look at? Let us know in the comment section down below, and make sure you subscribe. We'll catch you on the next one.
Later.